Morning. So the pattern that we did yesterday, remember we cloned this yesterday from the mannequin. So today I found some fabric, so I'm going to show you guys. I'm starting to put it together. So remember with that little slit where I told y'all lace goes in the middle, and I'm starting to assemble the dress. So I got to find some contrast and matching thread, and I'm starting to put it together. I don't have a lining for this particular fabric, so a lot of times when I make a pattern, I will test the pattern out to make sure it's a perfect fit and everything. And this particular fabric that I got, this fabric does have, let me show you, a little spandex in it. So this one I'm going to put together without a lining. And then for the raw edge, because I don't have a lining, so I just don't have that, I'm going to make a bias piece and put it on the front and roll it over so it'll kind of appear that it is such, but I need to find some contrast thread, and I'm starting to assemble this together. So this is the base of that dress. I hope y'all having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. So I need to find some thread, and I'm going to start putting it together. So what we want to make sure is that we get a good fit. So that's why a lot of times they would take muslin fabric and they will make their sample pattern and try it on the person to make sure that it fits before they start cutting it out into a dress. And I have to keep in mind this fabric has ability to expand. Another fabric I do will not. So keep that in mind. Stay tuned. Toodles. Okay, so as you can see, this particular dress has a lot of spandex. So when I continue to put this together and get all the pieces, I will have to decrease this. And the reason why this fabric has spandex in it versus me doing another fabric. And I don't even have the last panel on here yet. So already this is like all the panels except for the one back. So this fabric right here is a spandex, so it has the ability to expand. So I'm actually going to go in and decrease on this. Now I wouldn't do this on the other fabric because remember that particular fabric doesn't have the pattern is a stiff pattern. It don't have spandex. So if you wind up putting your dress together and you're using a spandex fabric, don't decrease your fabric thinking like, oh, it's too big. No, the reason why we have so much give because this particular fabric has spandex in it. So as you can see, hold on, y'all see that? See all that spandex in this fabric? So don't decrease your fabric. I'm gonna have to make this smaller because it got spandex in it. Okay. Sorry guys, when I'm talking, sometimes my words be backwards. What I'm telling you is don't decrease your pattern. Decrease the fabric is what I was trying to say, because this particular fabric has spandex in it. And don't make your pattern smaller thinking that it's too big when you do your try on. If you're using a spandex fabric, it is going to be depending on how much spandex. This fabric has a lot of spandex. So what I'm doing now is decreasing this, making it smaller. Don't do that on your pattern, because if you making a dress that has no spandex, it's not going to expand. So I am decreasing the fabric, not the pattern. Okay, I wanted to correct myself. All right. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm putting it back on the mannequin to decrease it a lot, because this fabric that I'm using has a lot of spandex. So with it having a lot of spandex, it is way too big. So I'm decreasing it and gonna take it in a lot more. I don't have the last back panel on yet, but this is just these so far. So I'm looking and seeing how much, you know, I need to take off and decrease, and then we still got a whole panel that needs to be put on. But this particular fabric has a lot of spandex in it, so that's what I'm doing. I'm starting to decrease it because it is actually way too big. So that's what happens when you use a different fabric from the pattern piece that you use. You'll get a lot of, you know, it'll be off. So don't think that your pattern is wrong. It's just that this particular fabric has the ability to expand. So with this fabric having the ability to expand, that's what will wind up happening. And then if you use a stiff fabric, it'll be a lot different than this. So I'm going to continue to decrease this, take this down, and I might get it done today. I'm not for sure if I have the contrast fabric this not fabric, thread this color. I will have to look. I'm not for sure that I do. So I'm sewing the inside because that's not going to matter. You're not going to see it. So, but now I'm starting to continue to decrease the dress because it's too big, because this fabric has the ability to expand. So I'm going to keep fixing it. All right, toodles. As you can see, I added the back panels on, and I'm still decreasing because I have a lot of fabric. So I'm taking my time and decreasing it. So remember, like how we talked about, too big is good, too small is bad. So I'm putting it on here, doing the measurements so I can take away a lot of it. And I'm doing it in small pieces at a time. I'm not trying to, you know, hurry up and like get it done and, you know, just cut away. So I'm taking my time and tapering it in to make sure I get a good fit. So if down at the bottom of your skirt, some people like for their skirt to go like this, right? I like mine to be like a pencil skirt. So if you want it to be a pencil, then you go in. I don't like for my skirt to like bulge out in the back. So I taper it going in. And this particular dress, which I don't have the fabric, it would be a mermaid dress. That's what I'm making this pattern for, like a mermaid dress. So the bottom will have the circle skirt on, or train, or maybe with a gold date also. But to make it go in, you bring it, taper it going inward. So then this is the final back piece for the zipper. So I'm gonna take this in, and then I gotta look for contrasting thread to see if I have any. I'm not for sure if I have some thread, so I need to take this in and go from there. All right, guys, toodles. As you can see, guys, I just gotta hold together with a safety pin, just kind of checking it. But as you can see, I still have to decrease a lot more. I do have all the panels on, and I just got to hold together in the back with a safety pin. So I'm still going to have to decrease more of it because it has so much spandex in it. But just kind of give y'all an idea that when the dress is put together, this is the amount of sheer that it'll have in the middle. So since I don't have a lining for this, once I get all that fixed, what we do is, like when we do a trim around, if you don't have a lining, you'll take a bias piece and sew it all the way around to the edge of this, and then what you would do is flip it over, and then it'll be a pretty fold, and then this is going to go across like that, versus it being a raw edge like this. So it is a lot more I do have to take in. It has a lot of spandex. I'm like, oh my goodness, yeah. So Alexa, turn on the plug. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take it in a lot more because of the spandex that it has. So yeah, remember I told y'all too big is good, too small is bad. So yeah, but just giving y'all an idea how it is coming along. So I did add the back panels. I just got to hold together with a safety pin. So as you can see, I will continue to take it in till I get it to be the perfect fit that I need. So right here, as you can see, that's way too big. We're going to take that in. Yeah. All right, guys. So I don't have the contrasting thread neither. So at a later date, I will come back and try it on. The zipper is not in. It's not secured in the back, nothing. I'm just basically got it kind of secured by like a safety pin. So the dress is not complete at all. All right, guys. See y'all later. Toodles.